Hey guys, welcome back
Hey,
hey, welcome back to episode 5 of the Matt and Dad show. It's versus
versus.
Netflix versus Hulu, which is better?
Ooh, they're both streaming services that are popular because people don't like watching cable TV anymore. So
Yeah, like
um,
cable's out of the question.
yeah, cable. Everyone, including myself, I don't have cable anymore. I only have internet TV. So I actually have both of those. I've got Netflix and Hulu. So I
Me
am
too.
at a pretty good advantage on speaking on both sides. Do you have both?
Yeah, I have both as well. And
Okay.
I actually use Netflix more often than Hulu cuz it's like there's because I do like Netflix, but there's like one or two shows that you can't find on Netflix. So I'm like, all right, let's check Hulu, see if it's on there.
Yeah. I watch probably, if I had to break it down into like a pie chart, I would probably say 80% of the time I watch Netflix and then 20% of the time Hulu. There are a couple shows that are on Hulu that we don't, we can only watch on Hulu, obviously, but mainly Netflix because Netflix has more options, I think.
Yeah, Netflix doesn't have any ads, but like personally, I think I guess we'd have to say that Netflix is better than Hulu. Sorry, Hulu.
I give my thumbs up to Netflix as well.
Next topic of discussion. What is your favorite card game? As cliffhanged in the last episode.
Oh
Told you
yeah,
guys
we
to
teased
tune
it in
in.
our last episode. So we were talking about board games. Now it's all about the cards. Which card games do you like, and tell us why?
Right, you go first this time.
Okay. Well, I am really so I love like card games where you just use the deck of cards. Like I know there's other games that have cards, but they're not like only cards. I like games like poker, Texas Hold'em specifically poker.
Wait.
I love Gin Rummy, which I was going to teach you how to play the one day, and we never actually did. We ended up playing like Old Maid or something. But
Yeah.
Gin Rummy is one of my other favorites as far as card games go.
Yeah,
And what about you?
my favorite game, it's because me and my grandpa used to play a lot of card games when I went over to his house. And he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you a new game." I'm like, "What is it?" And he's like, because he called it, I don't know if that's what he thought it was called or that was his own name for it. He called it 21 Over, and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then when I'm explaining it to my other friends, they're like, I forgot who it was, but I was explaining it to someone, and then he taught me how to play, and it was fun. But then I was explaining it to someone else what happened, or like how to play it. I'm like, yeah, it's a game called 21 Over. They're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, and I explained to them how to play the game. They're like, that's called blackjack. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, I
was
didn't
just
know
gonna
that.
say.
Yeah, I know it's called blackjack now, and I'd say blackjack's. I really enjoyed that game. It's fun.
Yeah, if I catch you trying to get into the casinos and playing blackjack,
Don't worry, you won't.
you are going to be busted. You're going to be in so much trouble. I'm telling you.
Don't worry, I won't.
It's
game time.
Right?
Name
Find
for
the
it.
Lie is the name of our game that we're going to call
It's
it.
not a
I know
card.
that a lot of other shows do stuff like this, but we're going to call it Find the Lie.
Actual.
You can look into my eyes and see if I'm lying. Truly.
All right.
Okay. First one. I used to live in Florida. My middle name is Matthew, and I used to work at a golf course.
Oh God. You're older than me. Like you were born before me, so I don't know if I know any of this.
I have an advantage, yes, but I tried to make these fairly easy, not super difficult, but something that you could probably figure out.
I'll feel bad if I don't know your middle name, but I feel like your middle name is Matthew. Like I feel like you've mentioned it a few times. I feel like you have said something about that.
Do you need a repeat?
No. No, I think I'm gonna try and like just solve it and see if you like. Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal my tactic to you. All right, and The other one was
Which
you
ones
lived in Florida. I know because you were talking about how you and Jessica met, and you're like, she came from one side of the United States and I came from another, and then we met in the middle, and it was like a really cute story.
Right.
So I think you did live in, I think, or no, maybe it was closer.
This is good. This is good.
Okay. And
What about the other ones?
golf course. I don't think Disneyland has a golf course, but like, I know you lived at, I know you worked at Disneyland and landscaping job. It's the only 2 jobs I know you've had. And I'm sure you've had other ones than that, but I feel like it might not have been a golf course. All right, final answer.
Final answer?
Final answer. The lie is that you lived in a golf course. You worked at a golf course.
I worked.
Yeah, you worked at a golf course.
I'm gonna give you a big fat X.
Oh, wait, what was the lie was that you didn't live in Florida.
Nope.
It was the
Also
Matthew.
not
I
true.
didn't know
My
your
middle
middle
name-
name.
My middle name is Michael.
Oh yeah, because I knew it was one of Jude's middle names.
Yes. Okay. So, I used to live in Florida. You were right about that one. And when I lived in Florida is when I worked at Disney.
Yeah.
And that was before you were born. Also, the golf course was my very, very first job, and that was before you were born. I worked at a golf course for 5 years in Oberlin.
I did not know that. That one. Yeah, you have the advantage
I'm
because
really
you're.
surprised. I thought you would probably get that one right. So,
I feel still.
Now-
I even said like I'm gonna feel so stupid if I don't know this. All right, I'm gonna put.
I hope I do better. Let's see. So
You're probably gonna do better, like I said.
All
right.
so I can detect the lies.
All right. I drank a full bottle of medicine and wound up in the hospital. I once considered myself a slut, and I have drinking baby formula.
Whoa.
I know. I have a crazy
I'm shocked.
childhood.
Okay.
I'll explain it afterwards. Don't worry. It's.
So I'm gonna say that you drink baby formula, and I'm gonna say that that's a truth because I believe you were on formula when you were younger. You consider yourself a slut? Is that what you said?
That was what I said.
At one point.
Mm-hmm.
That one does not seem like you at all. But that's the one that I'm leaning towards the lie. And what was the first one you said?
I drank a full bottle of medicine and wound up in the hospital.
See, that sounds like something you could have possibly done because I know about the battery incident. So,
but I also never told.
That...
Wait, all right, sorry.
What?
Go ahead. No. I'm gonna let you think about it, and then I'm gonna tell you how.
So I'm just working it through. I want to say that you probably could have drank a whole bottle of medicine and got in the hospital. I'm gonna say. I think the lie is that you used to consider yourself a slut.
You ready? Final answer.
Wait,
X.
I thought you.
All right.
So now explain.
All right.
Please.
All right. So this is kind of on me, but I've drinking baby formula. I probably should have said I've drinking baby formula recently, because that was the lie. Because, like, I'm realizing now, I'm like, well, of course I'm drinking baby formula, because, like, I was a baby when I did it, but it was meant to be more recent. I thought you would have.
Oh,
but,
okay.
And I forgot you can't ask questions.
That's
so.
not how I took it.
I know, so that's kind of my fault. So that was the lie.
Which ended up being a truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the slut part, it was
Yeah.
all right. So, I guess me and Mom were watching a family-friendly TV show, so it's not like inappropriate or anything for me to mention that on this. And I guess someone was mentioned as a slut, and I was asking Mom because I was young and I didn't know. I'm like, Mom, what's a slut? And she didn't know how to explain that to me, so she's like, it's a disgusting lady. And I said, Mom, I'm a slut. I'm disgusting. I pick my nose and I eat the booger.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, that did happen.
My birthday is in November. I'm missing 2 teeth. And I have 6 tattoos.
I know this already. This one was a lot easier. I know. Your birthday is October. It's not on Halloween. It's before that. It's the 20-something. I know it's in October. So, final answer, your birthday is not in November.
That's right. You got
it. It was so quick. I didn't have to go through the other ones. As soon as you said November, I'm like, that's not right.
Well,
You had it exactly right. October 24th.
Yes.
Hey!
Ding, ding, ding.
Got it right.
You get a bonus point.
Wait.
Bonus point for
That's a bonus point?
So now you're up 2. Alright, so then I'll tell the 6 tattoos. I've got 2, or 1 on my arm here that Jeremy did. That's the scorpion, because I was born in October and the sign is a Scorpio.
I'm a Sagittarius.
I've got the eagle from the German flag, eagle from the Polish flag, because I'm part German, part Polish. I also have, this was the first one I got.
Punisher.
That's the Punisher. Then I have the second one I got, maybe. This one that Uncle Chris did, and it's got your initials in the heart.
Oh, that's cool.
MGS. And then the other one, I won't be able to show it really because it's on my back, but it's my name on my back. That's probably the one that I don't like the most, is that one. The one, I am missing 2 teeth. I had to get 2 teeth pulled because I had cavities that were too bad and they couldn't fix them. So, missing 2 teeth.
Okay. Ready?
So, let's see if I can even it up on this round.
When she was a baby, I dropped my sister Kimber, first younger sister, on her head. I once used Clorox wipes on my butt for toilet paper instead of actual toilet paper. And Star Wars. Although I have a bunch of merchandise and I've seen all the movies at least once.
Huh. Okay, this one's tricky, but I think I've heard the Clorox wipe one, and I think that one's true. I think you actually did wipe with Clorox wipes, and it burned. I bet. Dropping your sister on her head. Ooh, that's rough, and hopefully she's not watching this, but I think that's probably possible. Maybe
You've never dropped
possible.
any of your younger siblings?
But is it more possible than the Star Wars? You hating Star Wars, but having watched them all.
And I have a lot of merchandise as well.
Yeah, because that could be that somebody in your family really likes Star Wars, so you're just watching it because somebody else is, and but then you have the merchandise too. So I'm gonna say complete guess. I'm hoping maybe you didn't drop your sister on her head.
Wait. So you think that's a lie?
That's the lie. You dropped your sister on her head.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes.
I never dropped my sister on my head. Although, out of spite, I think my mom was going in the bathroom and she's like, don't because she was at the point where she could put her hands on the pack and play and hold herself up. And mom was like, watch your sister, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, or I'll be right back, don't pick her up. Because I knew I could pick her up without dropping her. So out of spite, I went over to her pack and play, I picked her up for a bit and then put her back down. I just smirked to myself
yes.
I can do it.
Because I believe a lot of kids do that. They are kids are trying
to defy their parents.
To show that they can do stuff and show that, I'm strong enough to pick them up. And even though they're not fully confident enough or strong enough, but they just want to anyway, so.
And I wouldn't say it's a full-on hatred, I will never watch anything Star Wars, but it's if over probably everything, I'd probably pick something else to watch over Star Wars.
Explain what was the other, the truth?
The other truth is that I use Clorox wipe for toilet paper.
And I remember you telling me that one, right?
It hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. I think I went out and out of the bathroom and I'm like, Mom, just so you know, don't put Clorox wipes on your butt. It hurts a lot. I think I just said it so calmly.
Yeah. I definitely remembered you telling me that story. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 1 point. You got 2 points.
Yeah.
Let's go into round 3.
Speed
I
round.
still have a chance to make it up, so we'll go ahead and say it, and then you're going to have to ask me questions to see if it is true or not, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. I once was arrested and spent the day in jail.
What was it for?
It was for stealing.
What did you steal?
I stole a lot of things out of a store that I used to work at.
I think I already know the answer to this, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, because
Yes.
you've told me before that you have gone to jail before, but was it? It's true. Yay!
You got it.
3 points.
And I have told you
But
that I was a very poor decision maker back then, and I paid my dues, and I'm a better person now, and that is a long distance past behind me. I don't steal anymore, so my lesson was learned.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Out of both the bookshelves in my room, I have read every single book on the shelf.
Okay. How many books do you think is on that shelf?
Approximately,
Yeah, just a guess.
maybe a little less than 100, like around 100, I'd say, because they're like
Okay.
the size
What's your favorite book that's on the shelf?
I'd have to say Harry Potter series. I really like those books. They're fun.
Okay. Do you have the whole series on the shelf?
No, I do not.
What color is the shelf?
They are both black.
Okay, both black. There's 2 shelves.
Both of them are black.
And you've read every single book on it. That's like, when did you start reading them, roughly? What age?
I don't think I had the shelves for the whole time, but like when I started reading the books, maybe 1st grade, because that's I think when I started reading Magic Treehouse. And
Okay, I think I've got a guess.
All right, what's your guess?
Now I know you, and I know you love to read, so I think you're actually trying to trick me with this question because I think that you didn't read all those books on the shelf, but there are a lot of them, and I think maybe some of them might be your sister's too. So, my final answer is that this is not true. You haven't read all of them, but you've read probably a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right. There's like, cause I get so many books like Book Fair. I've read a few of those, and like they have these like I think it was like maybe for a reading award I got to pick a book, and like I'm like I don't want a book, and they're like no, pick one. I'm like okay, I just picked some random book and I threw it on my shelf. Like I'm never gonna read this. So,
wow, I can't believe I guessed that. All right, cool.
If
so
you
the score is Maddie, you got 3 points, and I got 2.
we would have been tied because it didn't necessarily have to be a bonus point for that. I was like looking, I'm thinking
we also both lost the first round, so that was fun. Soon for next week's game, we don't know what it's going to be, and we're not going to tell you, so you just
find
have to
out. The video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace
out.